One of the world's top accountancy firms has told Sky News it will move some of its business out of the UK if the government clamps down on immigration following the vote to leave the EU.
The UK chief executive of Deloitte said his company would reluctantly have to look elsewhere if Theresa May restricts its ability to bring in talent from Europe and beyond. Sky's business correspondent Charlotte Lomas reports.
London, a city celebrated for attracting the world's best talent, offering opportunity and a multicultural society. But with the government pledging to crack down on the number of foreign workers here in the UK, there's growing concern that status could change. The boss of the UK's largest accountancy firm says diversity is crucial to their success.
If we weren't able to bring those people in, then we'd do one of two things. We'd adapt in terms of how we trained people locally, and some of that would definitely be possible. But more likely, some of the work that's currently done here wouldn't be done here. You know, we're a global organisation. The work would be done outside the UK rather than in the UK.
So you'd move your business?
Correct.
This comes after Deloitte was named as the source of a leaked memo raising concerns that the government has no plan for Brexit. Sky News submitted a Freedom of Information request to the Home Office asking how many foreign workers were employed. Between April 2012 and March 2015, almost 88,000 non-EU citizens were sponsored to work in the UK. Healthcare and education were by far the biggest sectors, each sponsoring more than 12,000 non-EU workers. Financial services were the third biggest sector, with over 7,000. The University of Oxford employed the most foreign workers, followed by the University of Cambridge. Financial services firms made up the rest of the top 5. It's not just businesses that are worried about the government's immigration stance, so are foreign workers. Ritu Soni is a single parent to 2 girls and moved to the UK from India 5 years ago. She's sponsored to work here by Labara, a mobile telecoms company, and says since the vote to leave the EU, she's noticed a change in attitude towards her family that's made her feel unwelcome.
And suddenly there's Brexit and bam, the next morning girls wake up and they're brown. And that just really gutted me, and it took me a while for me to make them understand that even in the developed modern world, there are people who are now, they have a license to be xenophobics, they have a license for racist attacks.
The government says it wants to reduce levels of immigration whilst continuing to attract the brightest and the best. Universities like Imperial College London say that's essential and requires a visa system that allows them to attract the most talented academics, researchers and innovators to work here.
Imperial's sentiment is shared by Manchester University, which is one of the top 20 employers of non-EU workers.
How many non-UK nationals we employ is a global measure of our success. It's the way we're judged in international league tables. So the more international we are, the better we're deemed to be. And that's one of the reasons why UK universities do so well in global rankings tables.
Universities and businesses say there's an economic need to have a diverse workforce, and they rely on immigration from in and outside the EU for that, and to keep them among the best in the world. Charlotte Lomas, Sky News.